All right, so we are doing CPM 8.2.1, exponents and scientific notation. Joaquin. 8-36. Can you tell me, is 3 to the 5th power the same as 3 times 5? Giselle, did you answer my question for me? Giselle says, no, Miss Harder, they are not, because 3 times 5 is 15, and 3 to the power of 5, or with the exponent of 5, is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which also equals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 243. But let me just check my handy dandy calculator. 3 to the power of 5 equals 243. Great. Exponents, 3 times 5. Yes. Yeah, I do actually see it. Absolutely. All right, now, all right. So we are on our little piece of paper here, which is also right here in our book. So let's just go over this really quick. So what we've got here is the original form, the factored form where we're showing whatever this is, and then the simplified. Now, this is also going to be part of our rules, which I just handed out. The first one we are going to be dealing with is product rule. So label this product rule. And why it's product rule is this. Right, we've got 5 times 5, which is 5 squared, and then 5 times 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And remember, these guys add up, 2 plus 5. When they're multiplied, remember, they add the exponent. So if you look, they have the 5 to the 7th power here. Now, when we're going to write this is 2 squared, so we're going to go 2 times 2, and then times 2 to the 4th power, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. What is this going to be in our simplified form? Yeah, Phil. Yep, 2 to the 6th, great. What about this one, 3 to the 7th? 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 3 times 2. Oops. Okay. What is this one, Sophie? Yes, very nice. See, we could have just added 3 to the 9th power. Great. What about this one? It is x times 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 x. Yeah. Yes, x to the 8th power. Absolutely great. Good. All right, so the next one. Now, you have these together, so it's going to be x times x times x to the 3rd times y times y times x to the y to the y. Now, what do you think that's going to become? Nolan?
Probably like a lot.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4 x's.
4 x by the power of 4 and then y to the power of 3.
Well, it's y to the power of 4 because you have 2 on each side.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That's okay. Good job. Good job for me calling on you. All right. So we've got the next one. We've got 7s and we've got x's. Okay? Ooh. You need the Google Classroom code, don't you? Okay. Let me remind me and I'll give it to you at the end of this. So we've got 7 times 7 times x times x times x times 7 times x, right? I got the x's from here and here. So we have 3 on this side, 2 on this side. We have 2 7s and then 1 7. What do I have in the simplified? Who? So don't forget, we got to count up our 7. So 7 to the third power. And then x to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Who is going to brave up and discuss the last one with me? I've got 2 times x times x times x times x times 3 times x times y times y. Well, how many x's do I have? Great, I have 5 x's. How many y's do I have? All you're missing is the 2 and 3. You just multiply them out, there's 6. Different bases, so they multiply. Right, you're like, dude, I knew it was 2 times 6. It's fine, trick question. Good, how do you feel about exponents now? Thumbs up. Good. Well, if it isn't thumbs up, then give me the partial. They're not that difficult, right? Good, because now we're going to just, we're going to move past some of this right now. We're actually going to go to scientific notation. We're going to play with that a little bit. Great, say great order, great. So when we deal with scientific notation, we're dealing with exponents, but in a different way. And we use scientific notation a lot of times to like say 9.3 million miles away instead of saying, you know, well, you'll see in just a minute. So let's just take a look at 8-39. So we've got 9.23 times 10. Well, if you look at it, 10 times 9 is 92.3 because I'm just moving that decimal point over. What about this one? Yeah. You bet your boots. Yep. How about this? Yeah. So at this point, you've moved the decimal over far enough, but you also need to add a 0 because you have more tens. So now you have 92,300. I mean, 9,000. 9,230. My bad. My bad. I went to another level. I went to number 4, or D. D is going to be 9.23 times 10 to the fourth. So it's going to be 92,300. And see, our decimal used to be here, and we went out 1, 2, 3, 4 places. This is 3 places. 1, 2, 3. This is 2 places, and then this is just 1. Do you see the difference? How do you feel about that? Yay, nay, may, okay, okay, great. So let's look at, let me switch pages. Let's take a look at this. And this is 840. You've got 78.659 times 10 squared. What's your jam? Remember, we're moving this over 2 places, so your jam is going to be 7865.9, 7,865.9. Okay. How about this one? We've got 346.38 times 10 to the 5th. Riley. You're fine. 34,638,000. If you look, I moved this over twice, but then I had 3 more zeros, so I added them. That's how I got it. So it was, the decimal point was here, and I needed to move it 5 spaces, so I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the decimal point lays out here. I added the zeros for placeholders. How do we feel about that? Great. Okay. We're going to try a couple more. What number is this? 842. Who can tell me? Hold on. Who's got it? Got it? Riley's got it. You've got it. Who else has got it? Coda's got it. You got it? Great. You got it. Josiah, do you have it? You've got 256.6, right? You're multiplying it by, you know what, get out your calculators. Everybody get out your calculators and go 2.56 times 10 cubed, or cubed to the 4th, right? Take a look for yourself. 5.6 times 10 special to the 4th power. Take your time. Did you get it? Who else got it? Is it what you thought? 256,000. Because I moved it out 1 space and then I had to add, when I use the 1 space, it takes it down to 3. So then I write out 3 more. And that's how I got the 256,000. Is it coming clearer? We're getting out of the fog a little bit. Good. We're going to continue this. Let's do 5-46. times 100. Francisco, what'd you get? 5.46 times 100. You were absolutely right. Okay, now we have 0.93 times 10 to the 8th. What is it? Do you know? Well, you're moving it 2 places, right? But then you have to, since you used 2 places, now you only have 6 left. So you got 93. What do you need to do? How many zeros are you putting on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 93 million. Can you do it the opposite way? You've got 370 million. Okay. You're going to put you want to make it in this term. So I'm going to put the 3 and the 7, the decimal between 3 and 7 times, and then I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does that make sense? Okay. It's borderline. It feels borderline. Okay, everybody do the next one. And that's our last problem. Okay, is everybody ready? Okay, I'll wait. Let me know. Did you get it? Borderline? It's all right. We'll work on this more. All right, you can work on homework for the rest of the time. Sawyer, this is your Google Classroom. Ooh, wait.